This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to Valley Children's Stadium in Fresno, California, home to the Fresno State Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Georgia Southern Eagles, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Fresno State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Eagles ready to get this thing started and open the season. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Fresno State's offense will get first crack at it here. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Dropping back, it's Warner. Quickly to the tight end. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Let's take a second to talk about Fresno State. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
And that's exactly what you want as a coach. You want to drive the ball down the field and get some form of points to create some momentum for your squad to start the season. How about the kicker? 1 for 1 in the year. He's perfect.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Georgia Southern's offense will get the ball for the first time. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation and make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example. Then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Might as well give it to him again. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, the inside give. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Eagles lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. He'll do it himself. Wide open spaces. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
And that's a first down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. To the air, it's French. Gets it out quickly. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. That's the end of the period. Fresno State has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And after the 3-spot, guys, we're all tied up. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They're working that left side. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. Looking to throw, it's Warner. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
That was a nice swat. Even Dikembe Mutombo would love to wave his fingers side to side and say, no, no.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Direct snap. Running into the open space.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Wisely avoids the tackle with the slide. As strange as it seems, this is an easy decision. A little too far for the field goal. Punting does nothing for you. They'll go for it on 4th down. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
I love love offensive play callers that are aggressive. Going for it on fourth down, check. In your opponent's territory, now here's an opportunity where you might be able to be aggressive again and take a shot.
Here it is trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. Out of the gun, the inside kick. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different and give this offense something to think about.
And the Bulldogs didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Inside the 10-yard line and shoved out of bounds at the 9. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Handoff to the lone back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Grinding and pushing his way, and man, he got behind his pads, but they get him stopped just inches away from the goal line. Fresno State lines up with a first and goal. They'll try to power it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs! That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace. QB making good, smart decisions and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Goes to the option. Slithers into space. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Dropping back, it's French. Makes the catch. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Looking down the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Going to swing it on second down. Looking for a huge play. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Yeah, taking the shot down the field, I love it. Offenses have to do that. A lot of times offenses get pretty conservative, but take deep shots down the field. Try to make those big plays. Trust your wide receivers and your big play guys to make those shots down the field.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab. Hits a seam wide open. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Working that left side now. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it.
And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about.
Hold on. Defense.
Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on. The defense declined and the touchdown stands. And he made the extra point without problem. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Dropping back, it's Warner. Rushes on him. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Fresno State lined up to kick off and start this second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly complete. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. One play in this drive, and already out to the 41. It's first down. They'll go to the ground. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And the Eagles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quick spin on the ride. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Grab behind the line. It's Ncaa. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Zings it complete to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. It'll be third and long. Back to throw, it's French. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. The give to the back. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And after having a nice gain like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Catch in the middle, it's held. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Eagles have moved it inside the 20. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. On the option. He'll toss it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds onto that football, he might not score a touchdown. He's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Touchdown, Georgia Southern. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution, running and throwing the football? Wow.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic than they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Back to throw, it's Warner. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on second down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Fires to the big fella. Snowed under by the defense.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
And the missed connection on third down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. At the 45 on his way. A big play gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. The give from the gun. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the third. We reached the end of the period. Georgia Southern is on top and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long. You've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break. And they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
Got his man. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give him a first down. The Bulldogs, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Makes the grab. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Now the pitch. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Looking downfield, it's Warner. Looking to get it in. And he will score! Touchdown, Fresno State! Looking for the time with the extra point. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. UNLV was able to come away with a hard-fought victory in Vegas. It wasn't one coaches will point to the rest of the way as a perfect 60 minutes of ball, but it is a step in the right direction. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on 3rd down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. They tied it up with a touchdown drive, got some good work from their defense, and now here in the 4th quarter, an opportunity to move on top. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Whistle blows, clock stopped, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Warner. Bringing the heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And what a break to get that football back. At this juncture, that would have been catastrophe. And the Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Looking deep down the right side. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. They're going back to the ground. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Caught over the middle, it's Anderson. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And I'm loving the command of this quarterback right here. You can tell he's not worried. He knows his answers. 3 for 3 on the drive, moving the ball down the field, trying to put this offense in a position to get right back in this football game.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good. Easy call for the refs. You understand the celebration after taking the lead, guys, but this thing is not over yet.
You got to give this guy so much credit, man. It is so hard in practice to simulate the pressure that he just faced. Late in the game, seconds left on the clock, you have an opportunity to kick a field goal to put your team up late in the game, and he absolutely drilled it. What a moment for that young man.
Got a man. It's Helms. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Looking to pass. It's French. Finds his back in the middle. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. To the line quickly. They'll spike it to save some time. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. He's going to run it. Stopped at the 47-yard line. A 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. Georgia Southern in a hurry, and they spike it and get the clock stopped.
No gain on the play.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Dallas. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And they spike it to stop the clock. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the